Now, recently, Jeremiah Kioni, the Secretary General for the Jubilee Party, the party that Uhuru Kenyatta was leading until he exited the Kenyan politics, announced to the country that they are going to have a candidate, and this candidate is actually a presidential candidate, and this candidate is not from the mountain, and this candidate is Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi. That means Matiangi is going to be a presidential candidate under Jubilee ticket come 2027. Why do you think Matiangi and the Jubilee Party, or maybe why do you think Matiangi has considered the Jubilee Party as the potential party to face William Ruto's parties in 2027? Before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching our videos here, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can give Cyprian TV. Now, let me say this. As we speak today, we know very well that in the Kenyan politics, you have to be present locally. It is very true. But now, if you are basically known, like now on Matiangi's case, where his track record is well known, he's very popular in the country and is known in all other parts of this country. It's unique in the sense that you don't need to be locally available. But now when it comes to the political party is always built, given popularity, before it goes for the before it goes for the election. Now, in Matiangi's case, the reason number one as to why he considered the Jubilee Party is this. The first one is boss Uhuru Kenyatta. It is a deal they have to sign. That now, if I'm going to support you, go with my party where I am the founder. As a result, Matiangi will be the ceremonial person there, but the honors of the party are known. Basically, he was also a serious person when it comes to the campaigning of Jubilee Party back in 2017. So he was part and parcel of that team. So basically, Uhuru Kenyatta being the head of Jubilee, therefore bringing on Matiangi needing support from Uhuru Kenyatta, it was a deal that was signed and it was okay. Now, also considering the fact that Matiangi and Uhuru Kenyatta are very close. Matiangi was part of the process of building Jubilee. It's okay to give someone of that kind. So, in short, we can't forget as a country that Jubilee is the one that produced Dr. Fred Matiangi, because under Jubilee, that's when he worked also under Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, the second thing I feel is this. In the country, to make a party, go for an election, this party must have been well established within the right period. But if you look at this very well, the party Jubilee was established long time ago. It is well known and it is known all over the country. So it's all about a new face coming on for Jubilee Party and taking Jubilee to another level. We can't forget that Jubilee was rebranded. Actually, it was rebranded. The dove was now introduced there, and the handshake sign between him and Uhuru Kenyatta, of two hands shaking, it was already done. So the current Jubilee Party is rebranded and it's a new one, having new management, that is Jeremiah Kioni now present. Now, Matiangi coming on with the party, that means he's already getting to a party that's already established, that was formed long time ago. Everyone knows it across the country. It doesn't need a lot of money to rebrand, to make the party get known, popular across the country. So it is basically already established, and that's why Matiangi took it up, because the time is not there for him to go back to the villages, get another party, start looking for leaders across the country, go to various parts of this country, look for aspirants. Already Jubilee has members of parliament, and it has MPs, it has probably even a governor. So when we move forward as a team, you're going to have a team that is already there. So that's why I'm saying Matiangi considered that party. Now, another thing you have to consider is this. The fact that the party is well known in the mountain, because I think almost 90% of the MPs that were elected are from the mountain region, then it is very clear that Matiangi, for him to get to the mountain, he has to get with the Jubilee Party, which belongs to the mountain people. And we have to accept that. So if he gets through the mountain using their party, that is their party. If there's anybody going to vie, it's going to vie under this party. So as they proceed towards the elections, it's the mountain party having a presidential candidate from the Gusii region. So therefore, Jubilee Party being the mountain party, the deal for Matiangi, in that Matiangi will now get the attraction, the numbers that are from the mountain. You'll get the support of the numbers then of the people of the mountain, which are huge and a stepping stone towards Matiangi's victory in 2027. Why am I saying so? The mountain votes overwhelmingly to one candidate. And this candidate wins because it gives the mountain gives numbers. So therefore, taking their party, giving them the president of the party. I mean, being their candidate, but from another region, but with their party, it gives them the motivation to come out and vote. That's very critical. If we check in William Ruto's regime, the mountain went without a party. As a result, Rigathi Gachagua was kicked out and was left there alone. So therefore, having a party that is taking Matiangi with the cabinet secretaries, with the members of parliament, MCAs, governors, also from the mountain and being the majority and the owners of the party, therefore going to the government is the mountain government in the form of Matiangi. So in a nutshell, it's very clear that Dr. Fred Matiangi, for the numbers that are available in Mount Kenya, he has to take the offer. That's one of them. Another thing is this, the financial constraints. If the campaign, actually, William Ruto really campaigned back in 2022. He had a huge amount of money to give, splash all over the country. Now, this time around is in government. How much money is present to go and splash across the country? Huge amounts of money. So therefore, as we speak today, Matiangi also knows that every coin that they have as a campaigning team, as a presidential candidate, it must be well utilized on the right places. So if Jubilee is already there, well known, they'll be able to cut down the budget of going to popularize the party, get new employees, open new offices, and many other things across the country. So therefore, it's ideal to have that party on board. Another reason here I feel strongly it is that the national outlook. As far as I said that Jubilee Party has members from the central region, Jubilee Party is also available in other parts of this country. In Kisii here, the women rep was actually Jerusha Momai in Nyamira County. She's from the Jubilee Party. And many other leaders, we have MPs from Jubilee Party. So therefore, it means very well that having the Jubilee Party on board, it's going also to help get friends for Dr. Fred Matiangi. You have to remember that Fred Matiangi has not been so vocal in the Kenyan politics. He has not been all over the country. He has not been campaigning. He has not gotten time to have meetings with people right, left, and center, the way other politicians who want to go for presidency do. So therefore, it is good to have to come and get a team that's already there. Because going to get these friends is going to be hard, because all these parties are allied to certain individual. So if you go for them, probably you have to go for them through their party leader. But now going for Jubilee and then is giving the party leader role, it's simply convening a meeting of all the Jubilee party members and then Jubilee leaders, and then sitting down and crafting their own plan towards 2027. I think that is ideal for Matiangi if he chose the party. However, I have a question, you guys, that you want to see it on the comment section. In the Kenyan history, we've not gotten a party that runs for this election and then next time again it repeats the election and it wins. None. Kibaki came with NAC, and after NAC it was PNU. After PNU we had Uhuru Kenyatta with TNA and URP with William Ruto, and after that it was Jubilee. Now in 2022 it was UDA. It's not URP with William Ruto. Now, in 2027, of course, it's likely they're going to come up with a new coalition that's going to propel William Ruto to the presidency. Now, do you think the branding of Jubilee Party, changing the party sign symbols like now we had the dove, is it enough to break the norm where we have parties being changed now and then when going for the presidency? I don't know what's your take. Let me see it on the comment section. See you next time for more videos.